friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I join you with like my full face done, but no lips. That's because I have some new products to share with you from Hard Candy. So they have like a two-part lip line that's brand new. They sent it in PR. I'm super excited. I would have bought it myself, but here I get like all the shades to play with and show you. They've got lip blurs and lip shines. So we're gonna try those all on today. I have been a little under the weather lately. I think I've got whatever Belle was down with. Feels just like a cold to me, but my nose has been so red. There's so much concealed here. But I'll take you through what I do have on my face today real quick. Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Stick, shade 5. Still really enjoying this. Revlon Flex Wear Concealer in Vanilla. That's my under eyes and around my nose. Set with Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I put on my Rare Beauty Contour Stick and the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer in Deserve Butter, just setting that a little bit. L'Oreal Blush in Confident Pink. Highlight is Revlon Skin Lights in Daybreak Glimmer. And then on my eyes, this is my Tarte Dream Always palette. I had gotten this off of Tarte's website when they were doing their little like pick 7 things sale, and I'm just wearing the mattes from this. There's just a really easy gradient in here. It's just a classic no frills kind of look today. And then my Essence I Love Extreme Volume Mascara, which is actually doing a great job on my lashes. So that's what's on my face. And then back to these lip products. So we've got 5 shades in each of these lines. The Lip Blur, it says the look of just blotted lips. Breathable, buildable, sheer matte lipstick with a perfectly blurred finish. And they say it's inspired by the makeup artist trick of blotting after application, and there is a built-in little blotter tip at the bottom here. So the cap comes off and you've got this kind of spongy tip. I haven't even tried those yet. And then the lip shines are looking like this, and they're formatted the way like a Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Crayon is, and they have a sharpener at the bottom. And what do they have to say about the shines? When I first saw this shape and they said shine, I thought maybe it was going to be like the way all those click up pen format products are, but I'm kind of glad it's just a twist up pencil like that. Everything you need for a juicy full lip look. Pointed tip to shape like a liner, wide edge to easily shade lips, glazy finish that shines like a gloss. And you have that sharpener so you can keep the precision tip if you want to. But it was kind of interesting. It seems like there is a corresponding shade between these 2 lines with each one. Just to look at the packaging, maybe it's different on the inside, but it's like we have kind of a nudie brownish color, we have a dusty rose, we have a pink from each line, we have a berry, and we have a red from each line. That's the way it looks just judging by the packaging. What I first thought I'd do today was kind of like do all the shines and then all the blurs, but I think I'm actually going to bounce back and forth to see like how closely the shades correspond. So let's start with these that have this kind of brownish packaging. The blurs are in a matte package tube, and the shiny ones just have like shiny packaging, I guess. This is called Dolce on the Shine. Ooh, the color transfers down immediately. And I love a tip that's shaped this way. I really do prefer it over those click-up pens. But the fact that they didn't do the click-up pen design tells me that this is not so soft that it's gonna like possibly break off without being continually hugged by the sides of the tube, you know what I mean? There that is, it's a totally full coverage color, like 100% full color, no sheerness. I am seeing the shine from that shade. To me, this feels like kind of a caramel-y color. And really, one thing about the shines, if you blotted them off, that could kind of be like a 2-in-1. Like you're not going to be able to achieve the shines with the blur, but if you want to wear down that shine a little bit yourself, you could kind of DIY that blur effect, if you know what I'm saying. Now the blur one that looks like it would be similar is called Smitten, and here we have a rounded tip. See that? Not pointed, and we have the blurring tool at the end. So let's just put this on. And for some reason I was thinking maybe these might go on more sheer. But I'm getting 100% full color with this too. Just more of a matte look. It feels a little deeper than the other shade I just put on. You kind of dab over it and immediately blot, which is kind of handy really. I don't think I've ever used a product that really used that method. And they don't feel really drying. They actually feel like when I press my lips together, I still feel some moisture with that. This shade just seems a bit more brownish to me, where the other was like a caramel. Next up, we'll go to what appears to be like a dusty rose in the packaging, and I'll do the shiny one first. It's called Taffy. Again, this has the sharpener in the bottom. One thing I kind of am feeling with this, just because these are so soft feeling. I don't think you want to press too hard. I could see some of these sticks possibly getting broken. Like, don't twist up too high and don't press too hard on them. Full color, one swipe. A little more depth in that color than I was expecting. Nice shine, almost making me think soft berry. I really appreciate how the color is going on so fully. It's nothing you have to build up. It's nothing you have to take multiple passes over. So there's the shine. Now, they didn't say, hey, these shades really correspond with one another. It's just kind of the way it seemed when I looked over everything. This is called Adore, the Blur one. Really similar shade to the last. Again, one swipe color, going on really smooth and light. I would say a lighter feel on the lips compared to a Super Stay Matte Ink Crayon, but keep in mind I've not tested staying power. I'm not prepared to comment or compare on that. But then you can use your little blurring tip if you want to. I don't feel like this is making a massive difference, but maybe. It just feels like, to me, maybe it's removing a little excess. I absolutely love that color, though. That really speaks to me. I like it on both the shine and the matte. I do have a hunch that the matte ones are probably going to be the longer wearing pick out of the two, but if you're just going on looks alone, you can get both looks out of a shine if you just blot it yourself, right? I'm just saying. Next up, I'm going to go with what looks like a more vibrant pink. The shine is called Nectar. Let's see. Ooh, thinking a kind of brighter warm pink with this. Slim sticks are where it's at, though. I love applying with this kind of stick. Ooh, what a great springtime shade. It's giving me that kind of watermelon look. You can definitely see the shine. Super pretty. And you may see some remaining color on my lips, like a little residue, but I'm really trying to get it all off. But additionally, these are really fully covering my lips, so there's nothing interfering. There's nothing coming through. Like, it's totally full coverage. The matte one is called, or the lip blur, I should say, is called Swept Away. Again, a rounded tip on these. Still really easy to be precise. Oh, I love that. I just really like the way this tone is coming off. And I feel like both of those shades are mimicking each other pretty well. Again, with the blotting tip, another way this could be useful is if your color has worn down a little bit. Like, you've gone through several hours, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, maybe I don't need to apply more product. Maybe I could just kind of zhuzh it around with that tip. That's something I might like to use that for. I think the berry ones are going to be the darkest. So let's go to the reds. This is Maraschino, the Shine. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. Ooh, it just could not be easier to apply. That is so pretty and classic. That's a really middle of the road classic red. Not getting too cool, not getting too warm, in my opinion. If I had to choose getting into a really deep or vibrant color, I'd probably want to have a matte finish on my lips just because I feel like I can trust that a little bit more to stay in place. But again, it's undeniable how fresh and pretty that does look. From the lip blurs, it's called Secret Crush. I wonder with the more intense shades if these are going to look like a little bit softer. It's still very full-bodied as I cross the lips. Absolutely stunning. I love that shade. That is so glam, that is so rich. I can't wait to play with these a little bit more and see if my theory might be correct on like using your blotter tip to sort of refresh or revive a shade that's been sitting on your lips for a while. Just kind of smoothing it around where stuff is worn down. I think that's going to be useful, but that shade is so pretty in the matte. Last stop, Berry. And I do like that the matte ones don't feel too drying. Like, they're clearly going on with an absence of shine, but they do not feel heavy, dry, pulling at the lips. There's a beautiful glide with those, and when you press your lips together, you can still tell there's moisture there. So last two, we have Honeycomb. This is our shiny one. We love a good berry here, so let's see if she meets the standards. Really liking this shade. This is a really pretty reddish berry. Sometimes berries can go a little more on the purpley route or even more pinkish. This, I feel like, is a real reddish berry, super comfy just like they all have been. And again, I'm trying to be conscious of not twisting the stick up too far and not pressing too hard, because I can tell this is kind of a soft formula on here. Again, when it comes to the more intense shades, I realistically would be more likely to pull for the matte option just because I trust it a bit more to stay in place. This feels a little bit darker to me. Maybe it's just because that shine's not popping off, but this seems like the absolute deepest one out of everything. I love that. That's a great wintertime, rich, dramatic berry. I really like it with the Simple Eye. The Simple Eye was by design today. It doesn't mess with the lip colors, and you know, black shirt doesn't mess with what I'm trying to do here today. But yeah, this has been fun. I really like the thought of them putting out this full range, and it's like everything from the Shine kind of has an answer from the Blur line in terms of shades. I did notice a little difference here. I thought the Blur from that first couple I put on, the Shine one looked more caramely, the Blur looked more brownish. But I felt like everything was pretty much like the same shade-wise until we got here to the berry, and I felt like the Blur was deeper. But in terms of favorite shades, I really like what's going on here with the colors Taffy from the Shine and Adore from the Blur. These don't look just like they do in the tube, so you're not getting that shade. You're getting like a soft berry, I think, out of these, and I really enjoy that. Like kind of a rich pink, maybe, might be the way to put that. Those are kind of my top, but I really like the matte red option, the one called Secret Crush. I thought that looked so gorgeous. And a fourth place might be the Dolce one, the caramely, shiny first one I put on. I like the berries too, and they did do a good job with the brighter pink that we put on. To me, for whatever reason, I've got it in my head that that is a certain season, that's a certain time, and it's making me think spring and summer. But yeah, two really good formulas from Hard Candy. If you're really trying to save, I would say you could get a shiny one and blot it down yourself and also get a matte look out of it. We can always do that with any of our lip products. But again, I do suspect that the formula of the mattes is probably going to turn out to be more long wearing. And I like the idea of the blotting tip or that smudging tip, that jumbo tip being included in there. I think that's going to be nice as you adjust your color as the day goes on, or maybe not have to apply even more color. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again very soon. I love you. Bye.